Seems illegal.
Does. Seems very doable.
Money alert! Money alert! Meh, meh, money alert! Meh, meh. I'll be keeping that on the board. I'll definitely be keeping that on the board.
Oh, no.
And actually, the great Simu sent this to me. This is also perfect.
Give me money. Money me. Money now. Me a money needing a lot now.
Always sunny. Perfect. Summation of all.
The podiatrist has to cut your toes.
She can't do it. That's how all millionaires act.
These stupid shows that we're watching. All right. Let me quickly explain what's going on in the Dabbleverse. I talked.
All these ambulance driving by that
I'm
Talking about Vince the lawyer.
being chased.
I'm convinced he's not practicing law.
No.
His family is long gone. He has zero social life, zero friends.
You're a fucking loser.
He's a sociopath, so I wouldn't be surprised if no one wants to hang out with him. Seems very doable, very possible. So, John is bringing on Rob Saul to watch the latest video that came out so that they can have, well, first, they want to act like they're very concerned about what's going on, of course.
So here's the title. Busted. Shirley offers to pay young boy on today's Rocco Files. I mean, could it get worse?
He didn't offer to pay him. He lost a bet on a game. And you lose, you pay. That's what Cash App is for. These guys are so stupid.
I mean, and now there's so many observations I have on this. But first, let's just...
And Vince the lawyer's editing it and adding creepy music. And John is falling for it like an idiot that he is.
Let's just watch it. I won't stop the tape. It's in... Yeah. It's a minute and 21. All right, so don't talk over it because it's really creepy.
Don't clay it up. Yeah, he has to scold Rob Saul a lot in this episode from yesterday because, and John knows this, his co-hosts suck. His guests that come on are terrible. And so he's constantly telling them how to be co-hosts and guests on his show.
What's a younger kid than 14? A younger kid than 14.
Shirley offers to pay a younger kid than 14.
Hold on, I'm paying this kid. Shut your fucking mouth.
No loss to a 10-year-old.
He's not offering to pay him. He lost the game and he has to pay. That's the rules. These idiots. And John falls for this crap. And Vince the lawyer's got nothing else to do but spare time. Make up this bullshit.
Okay, I'll give you your money. All right, shut up so I can give you your money.
Oh, thank you.
All right, where do I give it to? Where do I send it to?
Cash App.
Okay, what's your Cash App?
Capital W.
Go ahead.
Capital K.
Go ahead.
Capital G.
Go ahead.
No loss to a 10-year-old.
Hold on.
Vince is going through all of these old videos of Shirley playing video games. And this is
He's making creepy music and creepy cuts and voice changing. The guy's good at this trolling shit.
the most damning thing he can find. Shirley had a bet with a kid over a video game loss and then is going to pay
And he honored a bet
the money that he
with a
owes him.
child.
Yeah. This is
What? That's damning?
I mean, did you hear the ominous?
Well, it's something John would never do, honor a bet. Never happened.
Music, obviously.
It's
What am I
damning to John. What am I watching, Dr. Phil? John, you hired a kid to wrap your Christmas presents and didn't pay the kid.
Oh, shit.
Fucking asshole.
That's a good pull. I forgot about
Yeah.
that. Juan's son had to come over and do that shit for him.
G.
Go ahead.
No loss.
Yeah, you know what John never said to that kid? What's your Cash App? He's just like, I don't have any money right now.
I don't know what that is.
I'm good for it.
To a 10-year-old.
Tell your dad he needs some White Claws over here when he gets a chance. I might go to bed without a buzz.
Tell your dad his Wi-Fi
Hold on, I'm
sucks.
paying this kid. Shut your fucking mouth. Yeah, go ahead.
It's WKT Capital.
Yeah, all right. Got it. All right, expect the money to come around. You're a little shit.
Bitch. Shut the fuck up. You jealous that I'm
You're a little shit. Nobody, that's why nobody likes you. Shut the fuck up. Hey, tell your parents to listen to it.
So, He's trying to make this look sinister
I know.
and evil. Shuli's having so much fun with this.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. Like, yeah, you can slow it down, you can put the music in the background, but it's like he's having fun playing video games and calling people out. So this is John and Rob's reaction to what they just saw. Oof, this is crazy.
Thought I heard.
First of all, you're cursing to a 10-year-old. Now I can see them. Let's see.
So it starts with the producers caught with 6,000 images and videos
Yes.
of the most horrendous CP you can think of.
Yeah.
Right. The worst thing possible. Like, the worst people in the world are doing this kind of thing. And John's like, and he's swearing at a 10-year-old, which happened in every Spielberg movie from the 80s.
That 10-year-old probably said worse
Yeah,
things.
That's what I was
Spin
going to
this
say.
one.
The
Yeah.
most
You know-
surprising thing is that the kid didn't use the N-word or an F-word.
Right, yes.
That's all that happens on video games.
Yes, there's gamer words going on in these things.
Thought I heard.
First of all, you're cursing to a 10-year-old. Now I can see them. Let's see how they spin this one. You know, Silent Mike could be, oh, like John, like you never curse in front of. No. You don't fucking.
This guy's a liar and a retard. You don't curse to a kid, you curse to Adam.
Go online and play games with a fucking stranger, a 10-year-old. Start fucking getting his fucking Cash App.
Wow, what an idiot. First off, this happened.
He's not getting in his Cash App. He's sending him money to pay a debt, which you never did, ever, in your life.
Every second of every day, people go online and play video games with strangers. Some of them are children. A lot of them are probably. It's video games. Most of them. Yeah. And then he's like, and then get into his Cash App. No, he wanted to send him money. You understand how any of this works? It's not infiltrating his phone.
Yeah, John, see, the way it works is it goes both ways. People don't always just send you money when you demand it from them fucking constantly. Sometimes other people send other people money.
Yes.
You wouldn't be able to relate to that.
And
Again,
start.
he's horrified that Shuli honored a bet. He can't
that-
wrap his fucking
That's
mind
what he's
around
upset
this.
about.
Yeah.
Remember, I mean, and this kid's 10.
Oh, don't you owe Alex Jones $100, John?
Alex Stein, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
$100 wouldn't go very far for Alex Jones.
Alex doesn't care.
$1.1 billion.
Bullshit.
One of the Alexes.
Yeah.
And start calling him a little shit and shut the fuck up and everything else.
This is why nobody likes you.
Yeah, and tell him this is why nobody likes you.
A 10-year-old child, you're telling nobody likes it.
So you're bullying a fucking 10-year-old, you fucking asshole.
All right, so John's pretending to get all worked up over this. Performative John.
Over to the sportsmanship.
Yes. And
Shuli had poor
Yeah,
sportsmanship.
could you not hear the kid pushing back even harder? I mean,
right, they're all busting each other's
Yeah.
butts.
That's the entire point.
That's the entire
Yeah.
point of that. And Rob's also spineless. He has to be like, yeah, you know, he's saying no one likes him. It's like,
The medical community has documented taking Klonopin and other meds, antidepressants, anticonvulsive, mood enhancers, and alcohol causes anger issues. So he's going to end up doing a Chris Benoit one of these days. He has no wife and kids anymore.
Not-
grow up.
that really resonated with Rob.
Well, right.
There's
yeah.
like a meme going around right now too that's like, I tell my kids that if they beat somebody online and gaming, that they have permission to say, I'm a 10-year-old, you got beat by a 10-year-old.
Right.
Like, this kid's parents is probably sitting over their shoulders. I mean, not definitely, but like,
Sure.
it's a possibility.
Oh, and in the
How many 10 and 12-year-old millionaires from gaming are there? Quite a few.
episode, I don't have the clips, but they're just like, I would like to get to that parents and let them know what's going on. It's like, yeah, they know.
Yeah.
They probably get a
They're-
cut.
Yeah, the
Right.
parents are very happy about the extra income.
If you beat any Shulies today and they actually pay you, we'll take 50%, please.
Right.
You're using my internet. You're under my roof.
Yeah. They probably negotiated you down, but
All right, so as you just saw, John's all worked up. Look at his face right now. Can you believe this is going on? 12 minutes goes by, and they forgot how appalled they were by all of this.
And I don't know.
But I like how the 10-year-old has no respect for Shuli either. He's like, you fucking bitch. Like, you and the
I know 10-year-old. And you got beat by a 10-year-old.
Yeah, you.
Look at this homeless-looking slob. Pig man. Unbelievable.
Fucking bitch. Even the 10-year-old.
I know. He got.
Now, I just want to point out, I know some insider information on how all of this is working and how John's being manipulated by Vince the Warrior. And I've been telling John this for years. Vince is trolling you all the time. Sometimes he is, Carl. All the time. Vince is trolling you. And here's another example of that.
Bob is just a disgusting human being.
And then he asked the other guy you hate, Vince, he goes, tell John I'll pay him $500 if I can come on the show. I'm like, no, Bob, I don't like you. I would never have you on. You're a scumbag.
And why? Yeah, whatever. Vince can do what he wants, but I'm not friends with Vince. But I have no problem with Vince. But yeah, I don't know.
Well, he keeps saying that.
He's trying to kiss up to fucking Bob Levy, like Bob Levy's some superstar talent.
I know. That's where
Bob never offered $500 to go on John's show. Vince is lying. And John should know that. He's so stupid. An asshole.
draw the line because Vince
that Bob wants to come on your show and pay you $500. Do you see how this works now? Do you see why dealing with Vince is a giant waste of time? Because everything he says is a lie. He's so stupid.
Look at John.
Because Vince knows John's not bright. When he goes, by the way, he thinks Bob's pretty stupid. He thinks you're really stupid. He's been able to manipulate you for years. Back and forth, up and down, friends, enemies. It just keeps going on in this cycle. It's like Ken Tamplin's boss subscribers. It's just up and down, up and down, up and down.
Okay.
I can predict it. Farmer's Almanac. I can figure it out. Next year, I'll know. I already know what's going to happen with you and Vince the Lawyer. It's like fucking idiot.
WNBA and daylight savings time.
Several
Several
times. A fixer-upper. And John goes, oh, you know, there's a word when you buy a house. It's similar to that.
It's a real fixer-upper. Yeah, it could be good. Just got to put some money and work into it. It's a real fixer-upper.
Is it a fixer-upper? I thought there was another term for it. I can't remember. But that is funny. I just can't remember the term. All right.
It's a fixer-upper. Yeah. I can't remember the term. We're telling it to you over and over again. It's a different kind of stupid.
I guess that's what they call it when you have a fourth wife. What do they call it when you date your aunt on your birthday, Rob?
Yeah. What happens when you lose your wife to your cousin and then date your aunt? Is that more pathetic or less pathetic? I'm not sure that works.
Also fixer-upper.
I'm gonna, let's watch this one last time just for, and then I want to play some other stuff. But
so they're gonna watch that video that they just watched. They're gonna watch it again, but now he's got a different setup. Now they've already seen it.
Here we go. Everybody tuning in right now. This is literally Shuli Agar.
Nobody's tuning in, stupid. Your views are dropping tremendously. If you had 385 the other day, so what'd you make, $137 minus 30%?
Playing a video game with a 10-year-old, using profanity, and then gets beat by the 10-year-old. Whoa! And has to pay the kid. No more they'll head. And has to pay the kid.
So Rob has this mask that kind of looks like Shuli. He's got glasses and the beanie on there, and
These kids out-curse everybody. They're good at it. And they love to say, you nigga, you a piece of shit. And they just go on and on. What Shuli said was nothing in comparison. Yeah, nigga's a big word on the gaming community. Really big.
he's pulling it out. And John, again, telling his guests, no, you're doing it wrong.
You're being a bad guest.
You're being a bad guest. Don't bring that up.
I like he's.
And Rob.
Smile 2 is the scariest movie of the year by a mile.
That because I think he really is trying to fuck his aunt. So it's pretty close to home. Because if you told me, like, oh, Carl, you're trying to fuck your aunt, I'd be like, no. It wouldn't bother me. I would, rail against someone. How dare you say that?
Which aunt?
Right. So this is, they're talking about John's going to come to New York for the Yankees World Series games, and they're going to go to the Belmont Tavern, where John likes to go with Dirty Deeds and Dabbling Dan, and, whoever is in the chat.
Famous
the legend,
chicken, whatever.
Yeah, whatever's going on. And so there's this issue with Rob and Vince not getting along. Are they both going to come to the dinner? And John can't get a sentence out here.
Courtesy of Vince, your arch nemesis lawyer.
It's not my arch nemesis. I just don't.
No, I know. I look. I mean, I mean, obviously, you're coming to the, I'd rather you be at the Belmont because I've.
John, you haven't said a sentence complete in about 2 minutes. Alcohol dementia, here it comes.
I offered that to you, and so
It's fine.
Wow.
look, when Howard Stern got divorced with Allison, in the divorce settlement was that he couldn't talk about her anymore. I mean, that's just so he's got to understand. But I warn him, and I say I'm not talking about. And what does he do? He's got to try and push the envelope. No.
So wait, telling Vince not to do something doesn't work? He still does it?
What?
You don't do that. No. How many times I got to tell you? You're like a child. If I say no, no means no.
He's definitely afraid of anybody talking to Susanna and hearing the truth about him and his kids and everything. He's deathly afraid. And we got a little insight with Kate Meany recordings. Got a little insight into what he does and how he is. But according to Howard and everybody in the back, the way he treated Susanna was disgusting. And best thing that ever happened to her was him leaving. And same for those kids. They would have been way more screwed up than they are already.
Oh!
It's almost like you're the dumb one, John. Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. I keep telling Vince to stop trolling people and doing these things, and he keeps trolling people and doing these things. He's such an idiot.
Doesn't that also sound, though, kind of like something that Vince the lawyer would have said to him when he was talking himself out of a jam? Like he would have said to John, well, sometimes it's just hard for me to figure out exactly where that line was.
Right, yeah.
And then
This is
now
how he
John is
manipulates
saying,
him.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he doesn't know where the line is.
I can literally hear the manipulation in this clip.
That's a great point, because they'll get into these arguments, and then Vince will
And then
lie and be like, I
Vince
wasn't trying to
talks his way
upset
out of
you.
it, yeah.
I'm dumb, John. I don't know. I'm not a broadcaster like you. Manipulates him easily every
I'm
time.
not divorced like you.
Right, yeah. So John's like, no, I get it. You don't understand.
That's
I'm
literally what's
smarter.
happening here.
You're smarter than me, John. Like when Vince is always like, you're not a narcissist. We know that. John, that means he thinks you're a narcissist.
Yeah.
And he's right. Vince is a smart guy. Much smarter than John. If John ever gets on a show and goes, Vince is an idiot, that means John's an idiot. That's what that means, obviously. A couple more clips, and this is...
And a liar.
So this is how incels talk about women. This is how he talks about my wife. This is how he talks about Bob Levy's wife. This is how he talks about all women. Yeah, disgusting, gross C word. Missy B is a lovely person. Beautiful. I've hung out with her many times. She's nothing but nice.
All John has to do is look in the mirror without his rose-colored glasses on and see what a piece of shit mess he is and not be delusional. He's a fat midget dwarf with hemorrhoids, genital warts, no earlobes, a stutter, convulsive disorder, high blood pressure. The list goes on. Hemorrhoids, list and short, fat, and it's always been that way. The list goes on and on. That's only a surface touching of what's wrong with this guy. Mr. Genius, superior, genetically perfect. Yeah, right.
She's fantastic. And for Rob to go on and just be like, she's so disgusting and gross. This is what these incels type into their little chat rooms. Women reject me. I hate women.
Do you have an example, Rob?
Right, yeah. Bring up a reason why you would think that. Oh, it's because no one's giving you pussy. That's all that says to me when a guy talks about women like that. Every woman that he's mad at and he talks about them like that, it means you're not getting any pussy. It's very obvious to me what's going on. So, no.
Dues pay he's a little kid. Game. Pay no, I don't know. I'll figure it out. He's a shit way.
I'll figure it out now.
On here, Shuey. Fireworks. So,
Candy.
this is a made up thing about Shuli being a pedophile.
He knows what the kids like.
Yeah. So it's obvious, like, this is a thing. And John sees this, and someone pointed out, he's like Eric, he's into his Eric the Midget era where he believes everything he reads on the internet.
Yeah.
He's like, no, someone wrote it on the internet, so of course this is what's going on.
Window licker, useful dimwit. We've seen the gaming videos. I had hotel staff search your room. They found condoms, alcohol, fireworks, and gift cards to GameStop. Why don't you tell me what's going on here, Shirley? Now, I'm not saying that any of that is true.
Yeah, because
You're just hoping.
it's obviously not. What do you mean?
Clearly not
What do you mean you're not saying any of
Why
that
would
is
you?
true? Yeah. Why would you? Was he caught with these things? What are you talking about? I'm just implying that he likes to have sex with children. Is that illegal?
The quotation
Yes.
marks fool him.
Yeah, that's right. It's a quote.
Yeah,
That
it's
is-
from a newspaper.
That is a really good point. It is. The quotation marks are literally fooling him. He has no idea.
It looks like a man assaulting another man. Is what it
does,
looks like
yeah.
to me.
For a guy
Are you turned on?
For a guy who's so litigious and constantly talking to attorneys, you'd think he would know not to imply people have sex with minors when they don't.
But what I am saying, like here he writes, it would seem Ray offers free baseball cards for plausible deniability. Surely could learn something from Ray's playbook rather than leave himself open. Give me your PayPal info. Yeah, give me your. What the fuck just happened? Give me your info. I don't know. Like, what's that all about?
He was paying him money, John. I know, again, to Andy's point earlier, it's a foreign concept to you. When you owe someone money, you ask them what their cash app is so you can transfer the funds.
Yeah. When you go to brunch with somebody, you Venmo them after the fact.
No. They know I'm good for it. I'll get them next time.